We're back to the action at Whilton Mill, and it's the AC40 Pros next up on track. Casey O'Gorman alongside Bailey Stewart-Campbell. Belford and Jones share the second row, with Bannister and Finn Smart on the third, ahead of Emmanuel Brinton and Owen Mellor. Dylan Mellor shares the fifth row with Eddie O'Shea. Then Rendell, Jones, Walker, Parker, Lawrence, Abel, Cook, Hitchcock and Johnson. What a field. It's going to be an interesting one when the lights go out. Away we go. Stewart-Campbell trying to get one over on Gorman, but hasn't made it. Look at Hitchcock. Absolutely storming through. Oh, he got blocked on the way through. Now, if he hadn't have been balked, he would easily have been around 6th or 7th place going through Crook.
He'd have been up to 6th or 7th, I'm sure. No doubt about it. Bailey Stewart-Campbell looks like he's having a look up the inside of Casey O'Gorman, but O'Gorman holds on. Up through Christmas Corner, great action through the field. So it's O'Gorman from Bailey Stewart-Campbell, 52. Evan Balford, who's been a revelation in the last few rounds. He's really on it, Evan Balford. Josh Bannister there, we saw in the shootout earlier on. He's in 4th place currently. In behind him looks like Finn Smart on the 14. Rest of the field down through Chapman.
What an amazing start to this race that could have been for Hitchcock. He'll still be happy with it because he's gone from 18th to at least 11th, I would have thought. But Casey O'Gorman out in front. He's just getting on with what he usually does. If you give him an inch, he's going to take a mile. Casey O'Gorman, a fantastic little racer, and he is riding to glory already. Bailey Stewart-Campbell, in second position with Belford right on his tail. Let's have a look as they go through. There's your leader, Casey O'Gorman, already trying to stretch out the advantage to Bailey Stewart-Campbell and Evan Belford.
First lap this is. Bailey Stewart-Campbell, 99, Evan Belford, 52. The two bike is Josh Bannister, saw earlier, 14 Finn Smart, 114 is Eddie O'Shea, then 93 the Team WD-40 teammate is Emmanuel Brinton, then Owen Mellor on the 130, Dylan Mellor 31, Caris Jones comes next, Lewis Rendell's on the 101, 43 is Ryan Hitchcock, Jimmy Parker 39, Chloe Jones, somebody you know, Jake, on the 151, 330 is Sean Abel, 10 Taylor Lawrence, TJ, 48 is Ollie Walker, last year's rookie winner, 44 is James Cook, then comes the man who's been struggling this season, had a good start to the year last year, but Mason Johnson struggling a bit this year, and the field rounded out by the 15 of Holly Harris. Chloe Jones, somebody you know well, Jake.
Yes, she was last year's Downforce Radio Junior Motorcyclist of the Year, and she's been having a cracking season so far in all of the different campaigns she's been racing. It's the first time here at FAB-Racing this weekend, and already she's showing her hand to the front of the field. Now that's Ollie Walker out of the race. Ollie Walker is out of this race. What a disaster for him. So Ollie Walker is already trudging back to the pits with a disappointing end to his race. Meanwhile, Josh Bannister is getting on with chasing after a podium finish, and he could get it.
Yeah, Ollie Walker's obviously gone out of shot of the cameras, not sure what happened. Looks like it may have been a mechanical failure. That's Bailey Stewart-Campbell leads the championship at the moment, but if Casey O'Gorman wins this race and has some solid finishes for the rest of the weekend, and it looks like the weather's going to stay the same, looks like Casey O'Gorman could be going out of Whilton Mill with the championship lead. There you go, new championship leader if he wins this race. Still 2 races to go over the weekend, but Casey O'Gorman looking pretty good.
Well, I tell you what, if you bet against Casey O'Gorman winning this particular race, you're absolutely stark staring bonkers. Evan Belford on the back of Bailey Stewart-Campbell, though, looks very tasty for a podium. He could get the championship leader here, but he's got pressure from Josh Bannister right beneath him. This is a great tussle. Stewart-Campbell trying to hold on to second place. Belford in third, Bannister in fourth. This could go anybody's way.
Josh Bannister, at 6 years of age last year, became part of the Team WD-40 setup. This is before the FAB-Racing series got involved with BSB and became a partner series. That's Emmanuel Brinton picked out. He joined Team WD-40 this year, and I can tell you that the Team WD-40 boss, Brent Gladwin, is here watching his young riders, and that is fantastic to see, and I think we're going to see that more and more as the teams get involved. We've got a couple of team managers here this weekend, and I think they're going to become a big part of the championship, keeping an eye on what the young riders are doing.
Well, there is Brinton trying to close up on the 14 Finn Smart, so they're battling away for 5th position. Good to see. Belford still trying to get one over on Bailey Stewart-Campbell, the championship leader. Casey O'Gorman disappearing out in front. Look at Josh Bannister. He gets great purchase off of Ashby. Down to Parker. On that run to Chapman, he may get an opportunity. If he uses that outside line to good effect, he might just get an opportunity off the throttle. No, because Belford's already on the attack of of Bailey Stewart-Campbell, but he's not close enough to have a look into the boot. Bailey Stewart-Campbell holding this line very well. It's stalemate between these three at the moment, but Balford gains good ground through the toe, and as they go through the heel and back onto the main straight, this will be interesting down to the last lap. Casey O'Gorman through and clear for the victory, but watch Evan Balford, watch Josh Bannister. They are going to be so tight in trying to get through past Bailey Stewart-Campbell. They may leave this one to the very last minute, but Bailey Stewart-Campbell is doing everything he needs to hang on to this second place through Christmas. Oh, this is up the inside. Finn Smart's going to try and get 5th position on the last lap into Christmas. He's through on the inside, and he holds it. Beautifully done. Finn Smart snatching 5th position off of Emmanuel Brinton with the Mellors in close company. Owen in front of Dylan. But it is Finn Smart at this moment in time who looks like he's going to get that 5th position in front of Emmanuel Brinton. The WD-40 rider can't do anything about the 14 at this moment. Down to Chapman's for the final time. Casey O'Gorman is about to take the win further up the road, but now Brinton has got a pair of Mellors swarming all over him. Bailey Stewart-Campbell hanging on to 2nd position. Casey O'Gorman gets the win up the road. Bailey Stewart-Campbell just beating Balford and Bannister home for 2nd, 3rd and 4th. Oh, that's Eddie O'Shea. Eddie O'Shea's race comes to an end on the final lap as Finn Smart just grabs that 5th place in front of Brinton and the Mellors. Great performance there. Lewis Rendell comes home in 9th place and Chloe Jones rounds out the top 10. Great performance from her in her first race of the season at Coolfab. But here is your winner, Casey O'Gorman, large and in charge, a superstar in the making, and he absolutely romped away to the victory. And what that means in terms of the championship standings now, after winning both races on Sunday as well, he now leads the championship in front of Bailey Stewart-Campbell. Evan Balford is in a strong 3rd position with Owen Mellor and Josh Bannister scrapping away for 4th position. But for Casey O'Gorman, it's him in control.
Just time to bring you the highlights from the Pitbike Open race. TJ Toms running to the back of Fraser Rogers at the start, but fortunately they got away with it. Fraser taking an early commanding lead, chased by Charlie Nesbitt. Nesbitt, of course, who won against Danny Kent last time out, the Moto3 world champion. He's got Fraser Rogers to contend with today. That's Fraser out front, Charlie in 2nd. That's Martin Glossop on the 6th bike. He's hounded by Richard Holmes-Williams. And TJ Toms still running in 5th place there. Charlie Nesbitt here in 2nd. Those of you that do watch BSB regularly will know that he is absolutely ripping it up in the Moto Star class. They cannot get close to him. He's around almost a second a lap in front of most of the other riders in that championship, Jake. He's got a massive championship lead there, but it's great testimony to the quality of this championship that even though Fraser, who runs in the Superstock Championship there, and Charlie here, and others racing in BSB, always come back to the roots and race at Coolfab. They love it that much. They do it for fun. It's great to see.
Yeah, it's very close. This is club motorcycle racing as good as you can get it, and it is good to see just how close these riders, who have all got fantastic reputations and brands and images in some of the more higher profile championships, they come back to Coolfab because they know they're always going to get value for money, great quality motorsport. It is absolutely phenomenal to see how close the battle is. And again, Charlie Nesbitt really pushing Fraser Rogers, but he can't quite get close enough. What a dive up the inside there, though, as TJ Toms goes into the ankle of the boot and passes Richard Holmes-Williams, yet another rider in the junior BSB ranks, storming the Crows here at Coolfab, and he's now right on the tail of Martin Glossop, trying to go for 3rd position. Here's Rogers, here's Nesbitt, look back, Glossop's under pressure from TJ Toms up the inside into Christmas. He's not going to let him get by, though. He holds it to the outside. What a slice across! Beautiful move from TJ Toms. I will not be intimidated.
TJ chops his nose off there and goes through and immediately pulls 10 bike lengths. Fantastic racing. Oh. Charlie Nesbitt over the grass. He runs wide through the escape road there and ends up going over the grass, but no damage done.
Well, now we've got Glossop trying to defend from Richard Holmes-Williams, who's having another crack into the ankle, up to the toe. Hold that inside line, Martin. Great throttle control off the corner and into the heel. He's got good purchase and he's able to hold off Holmes Williams for the moment. Brilliant stuff as they fight over this 4th position. Never able to catch Rogers and Nesbitt, unfortunately. Nesbitt now on the final lap, trying to make his move for Fraser Rogers. He is right on it and he's left it till the last possible minute. Fraser Rogers with the pressure cooker in front of Nesbitt, desperately trying to hold on in front of this young powerhouse.
Nesbitt is going to win the British Superbike Championship at some point. I can see him being a world champion, quite frankly. I said earlier he's ripping it up in Motostar. They just cannot get close to him. He is an amazing talent, as is this man here, Fraser Rogers. All the kids in the paddock know who Fraser is, and they all respect him, and it's Fraser that comes home in front of Charlie this time, just about on the line. And we've lost TJ Toms on the last lap. TJ is out, and it's going to be Max Cook that comes home for 3rd place, Martin Glossop in 4th, and Richard Holmes Williams, who was off the bike up in Christmas Corner, got back on to finish 5th. You can catch up with the full race on the FAB-Racing YouTube channel, and we're back with Mini GP 50 after the break.